Alright, testing the Victrola No2 reproducer that's been freshly rebuilt on Victrola VI 174407, 1923. And we have a couple Columbia records in testing today. This one is Sally Green by Nora Bays. The Village Vamp. Okay. All wound up, ready to go. This is a bit of a wobbly record. Going to be a challenge to get that needle on there, one piece. There we go.
Have you heard about Miss Sally Green? Sally Green, Sally Green. Back home she was called the village queen. Sally Green was queen. She took one trip to the city, came back home, oh what a pity. Now the folks call her the village vamp. She's a vamp. Oh, that wicked lamb. Oh, how she could dance. Sal is no one's fool. Working in the cornfield, no one there to do the hands. The gosh darn hens have all stopped laying. The whole town is upside down, and everybody blames the village vamp. Every sigh winks his eye when she passes by. She wears high heel shoes and fancy hose. She's a vamp, she's a vamp. Paints her face and powders up her nose. She's a vamp, she's a vamp. Folks all say down in the valley, look what Broadway did to Sally. Everywhere she goes, the roofs all say, hey, there goes a vamp.
That record played pretty good. Okay. Let's play the flip side. I forget what it is. Oh, the Argentines, the Portuguese, and the Greeks. Nora Bays. Nora Bays was a rock star in her time. A lot of Victor labels will have her name on them. Okay. Wobbly, of course. There's a way to fix that, but not in the dead of winter.
Columbus discovered America in 1492. Then came the English and the Dutch, the Frenchman and the Jew. Then came the Swede and the Irishman, who helped the country grow. Still they keep a-coming, and now everywhere you go, there's the Argentines and the Portuguese, the Armenians and the Greeks. One sells you papers, one shines your shoes, another shaves the whiskers off your cheeks. When you ride again in a subway train, notice who have all the seats, and you'll find they are held by the Argentines and the Portuguese and the Greeks. There's the Ritz Hotel and the Commodore and the Vanderbilt and the rest. All of them are classy, up-to-date hotels. They boast accommodations of the best. When you ask the clerk for a room and bath, he looks at you sarcastically and speaks. Why, we're all filled up with the Argentines and the Portuguese and the Greeks. and the Humpmobile, and the Cadillac, and the Ford. They are the motors you and I can own, the kind most anybody can afford. But the Cunningham, and the Mercedes, and the Rolls-Royce Racing 3, they all belong to the Argentines, and the Portuguese, and the Greeks. There are pretty girls, there are witty girls, there is every kind of a girl. Some you like a little, some a little more, but none of them will set your heart a-whirl. When you really feel you've met your ideal, a girl who is smart and chic, you will find she belongs to an Argentine, or a Portuguese, or a Greek. There's the Argentine, and the Portuguese, the Armenian, and the Greek. They don't know the language, they don't know the law, but they vote in the country of the free. And the funny thing, when we start to sing, my country is of thee, none of us know the words but the Argentine, and the Portuguese, and the Greek.
All right. I figure side B would be in good shape. Side A, where's that side A? I don't know. I forgot to look. Might have played it backwards. Oh, this was side A. I'm sorry. Okay. Well, both sides played pretty good. I don't know why, but a lot of my Columbia records of this era tend to be pretty worn. This one isn't, though. I got another one to try. First, I think we will wind it up because it's 42 degrees in here today, and that can slow up springs, although this has brand new springs, and I don't think it's really affecting it too much. But grease thickens up in the cold, and that can slow up mechanical mechanisms of any kind. And if there's any wear on the record, might stop it altogether. But this machine seems to power through most of the worn records, so that's good. Actually, all of the worn records I've tried so far. Let's put a needle on there while I got both hands free. Don't want to be dropping any. There we go. Get out there. And we have Columbia record Salute to the Sultan by the Remington Typewriter Company Band. I love that. Remington Typewriter Company Band. Of course, Remington typewriters. Many of you who collect these machines might be familiar with those. Quite a famous typewriter, and you find them all the time. Junk shops and flea markets and whatnot. Okay. Let's see if we can get that. I hate that. There we go. There we go. That was a loud record. Some kind of a groove there that made it a little difficult to get the needle into it. I don't know why, but that's all right. I don't have too many of these types of Columbia records. Must be something they do. All right, what is this side? We have Fraternal Spirit March by, again, the Remington Typewriter Company. Okay, I guess that makes sense. Maybe on both sides of the record. Get it the needle. Can't see which side is which. All right. And that would be an air compressor kicking on, which is a good opportunity to get into the point of these wobbly records. You really can't see it there, but you saw it on the turntable. It was kind of wavy. These are black shellac. Now Columbia, even though they do have this label anyway, does have a plaster core, so never ever immerse these in water. The slightest crack and you've got a swelling plaster core and the record is totally destroyed. If you have to clean one of these, do it with a very, very mildly damp terry cloth of some kind. Never let the water penetrate. Probably better to use one of the chemical cleaners. You got to be careful there too, because this is shellac. It will melt. Anyway, if it's warped, it doesn't matter how much warped, you take 2 pieces of glass, approximately the same size as the record, or larger, preferably. Don't make it smaller. You put this between the 2 pieces of glass and you set them on, say, the top of a car or something like that, in the sun, in the summer, and you sit there and watch it. What you'll see happening is the glass will heat the black shellac just enough so that it starts to flatten between the 2 perfectly flat pieces of glass. And when you see that happen, you immediately take it out of there and you've got a flat record again. Don't try that with vinyl, because I don't know if the results would be the same, but with black shellac you can do it that way. But you just can't leave it unattended. Don't walk away and go do something else, because chances you come back, the record could be permanently damaged. You don't want that. Just let it get warm enough to melt, enough to reform between the 2 flat pieces of glass, and that'll take care of the problem. Because they get warped all the time. These records were stored away in attics for almost a century, so sometimes more than a century, exposed to high heat. And stuff like that happens. Let's see if I can manage to do it this time without screwing up. Yes. Oh, that was loud again. I wonder if these are electrically recorded. They probably are. Though there's no eccentric groove for the auto brake, but it sounded really loud. Well, then again, most marches do, but 65 cents. And especially for Jeff in Virginia, we have Carolina in the Morning, Paul Whitman and Orchestra. I don't know if I played this one before. I have a lot of copies of this song, so we will give this a shot. Okay, let's get another needle out there without stabbing myself. Always a good thing. Wind it up a little bit. That's enough. Just playing on one side, so let's see. And there we go. $174,407 is officially resurrected. I just had to bring down that needle cup, dig it out, bring it down, and put it in the machine, and she's set to go. Okay. And always when you're done playing, let the spring unwind. Don't store the machine, unless you're going to play it again later in the day or something like that. It's not a good idea to store the machines with the springs under tension. It's unnecessary stress on the spring, especially in the cold. So always let it spin down when you're done. And that's that. For 1923, Victrola VIII.